Extract 1. The orange and brown fallen leaves crunched with each step. The forest itself was as quiet as the grave. If not for the footsteps, it would have been peaceful if my insides didn't twist and hemorrhage at the mere thought of continuing to push forward. Something was telling me not to continue on the road. We had reached a point where an old cobblestone fence stood locked away like past trauma. There was something in the local language on the entrance. The cold air and the creaking of the gate brought me a primordial fear, unknown in origin and ancient. I did not want to open it or cross over near it. To do so would surely be suicide. Either the sound of the gate or the time it would take to open would leave me as an open target. Yet still, I approached the desolate doorway into the endless ocean of graves and trees. I flipped the latch and heard the echo of the cold steel, unoiled and deafening. Its sound caused the German to cover his ears. "Scheiß," he cursed. One of the beasts of the dark god could be seen across the endless expanse of oak and stone crosses. The monstrous abomination charged forth. Its presence curdled the very air, a dreadful herald of death and despair. The beast's gargantuan horns spiraled out like the damned wings of a forsaken angel, each step causing the earth to tremble beneath its iron-clad hooves. Blackened claws, sharp as death's own scythe, raked the ground as it raced with insatiable hunger toward its next kill. Its feral eyes burned with an unholy fire, and from its gaping maw, a bellowing roar escaped, a sound not of this world, but of the abyss, echoing across the forsaken landscape. The road, once a path leading to civilization, was now a corridor of doom, haunted by this infernal creature whose only purpose was to rend and tear, to consume all that dared cross its path in a gruesome spectacle of raw power and primal savagery. And we just so happened to awaken it. As the infernal thing rushed at me, I fired again and again, each shot tearing through the beast, its monstrous form trembling with every blast. Yet despite the blood that flowed like a river from its wounds, despite the rending of its muscles, the searing of its fur, and the shredding of its skin, it bore no sign of faltering. The thunderous crack of the shotgun echoed in the desolate night, but the creature did little more than roar in defiance. Its body buckled under the assault, yet it refused to yield to death's embrace. The other stalkers gave the thing more lead than a fool who sticks his head up over a parapet in no man's land. It was akin to a bear in the brutality of its attack, as it attempted to feast upon what little flesh I had left. I reached for my knife during its mauling of me and aimed at its head and neck. I drove the blade into its neck, each savage thrust sinking deeper, relentless in my fury. The ground became a canvas of crimson, slick with the blood that gushed from the gaping wound. With every brutal swing, its strength waned, the life draining from its monstrous form. The wet, sickening thuds of the blade tearing through flesh gave way to the grating crack of bone, and at last, the creature collapsed upon me, a final grotesque heap, its death throes echoing in the dark. I was tired and nearly eager to accept death, yet I conquered the beast. As I attempted the Herculean task of pushing the dead beast from myself, I realized its masters were here. It was an ambush. I dragged myself off to a form of cover just a bit away from my company, checked the chamber of my shotgun, and let off 2 rounds. The fevered pitch and booming squeak of the shotgun shell gave way to the righteous flame of phosphorus. The cloven-hooved demonic being cackled and screamed as the flames tormented it from the inside out, and so followed its companions.